Happy Sunday, everybody, and happy Hunter's Lodge Day.
Happy
Welcome back.
Sunday! Happy freezing rain in Oklahoma day.
Yeah, it's pretty cold everywhere.
Oh my god, we've
Wearing
been
my fuzzy jacket today.
fuzzy. We've been having the fireplace going like nonstop for the past week. We had
Oh,
like
so nice.
I think it was something like 12 days below freezing in a row, and that is crazy for Oklahoma. Absolutely freaking crazy. That
Yeah,
doesn't happen to us.
that's a lot of days
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
cold.
It's been miserable. I've moved my smoking location from the balcony to the garage, and I have
I
like
was
a
just
little,
gonna guess.
a space heater, and I have heated gloves and a heated Sherpa sweatshirt thing, and yeah, and actually just now I just said fuck it and I smoked in the car because I was like,
I'm
I'm
not
not
suffering.
I'm not even doing that shit. Yeah. So, hey
Well,
Hop, hey
hello, Hop.
Channers, K Hag,
hmm
Shoo,
What's up,
and Marvin's
guys?
house,
And Marvin's house.
and
And
Jybone.
Jybone.
We got lots of y'all in today, and Rail,
What's up, Rail? What's up,
and
PBL and LBS?
PBL, Pibble and Pounds.
Next. Where's True Boy?
So,
Where's Kevo? Where's the
and
squad?
Rainstorm, I have a buddy quest with Rainstorm at the moment. He's probably not going to be joining us in chat because I think he's got a visitor in his household at the moment, and so we had to postpone our buddy quest until tomorrow. So
Cool. I also had a buddy quest spawn today with the one and only Chavo chip.
nice. Hoth says just got 30 chromatic paint from a blue vault. Nice.
Nice. Nice.
Was that
I
in
got a
hunter mode or chill mode? Hey,
I'm gonna guess
D-Skin.
chill. Maybe Hunter. What's up, D-Skin? I know you're trying really hard. I'm really proud of you.
Hey, True Boy.
What's up, True Boy? I was just wondering when you were popping in.
So we're gonna go
Yeah.
over the Hunter's Lodge today.
Yeah. And you know what I really liked about the Hunter's Lodge today, outside of the content, was it was the perfect length in time. It was just like 45 minutes, a brief little da-da-da-da-da, and then a nice little Q&A, and I thought it was perfect. It was jam-packed with information, and
Yeah,
I was able to escape from work for 45 minutes to catch up, and don't tell my work, but yes, it was great. So much appreciated.
I was kind of impressed. I want to say is probably the best news in the new modern era of Cubieverse. It probably had the best information of any Hunter's Lodge we've had in the new modern era. I mean, we used to get lots of awesome information back in the day, and a lot of those things even still haven't happened yet. But these things all sound like they're happening. Literally, they have times of when they're happening. Some of the things already happened, like the yellow vaults or the yellow cranes have already launched and all of that. So,
and the chromatic paint
and obviously the chromatic
blue
paint
and
from things. Yeah. So
all that. No, that was great.
So yeah,
I agree that was also something that was one. I feel like they hit all the marks with this Hunter's Lodge. It was like it was very reflective that they listened to player feedback, because a lot of the things that they're implementing like right away has been the stuff that we've all been like crying for. The tutorial being one of them, more chromatic paint being the other one. Like I directly suggested that and just said more ways to get chromatic paint, like period, please.
I'm still waiting for more ways to get keys. That would be nice.
Also, that would be great. Yeah, nobody's walking right now because it's so fucking cold. But I do feel bad for the green user vault owners, like in a way, like I'm like, ooh, be careful what you wish for. But I think, hopefully down the line that's coming next, and the mini quests and yeah.
I mean,
but again, the turnaround time on this, like not being like coming Q
Right.
for 2024, and we're like,
Like this shit's happening
ugh.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's really awesome, and gives us, yeah, a little bit of a.
I honestly, I mean, I understand the upset about the green user vault thing, but at the same time, I get it, but nothing's actually been taken away from us except for the fact that we were the only option for something. Now that
Well,
that's
it
other.
kind of it kind of has, because in logically speaking, like, Hoff said earlier, he got 30 chromatic paint from a blue vault, and
Yeah.
10 blue keys equals one green key, right? So like you
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't hit like, I personally don't feel the need to hit my green vault anymore, because I could get the same amount of chromatic paint for, a, a very small fraction of the cost. So
Yeah.
in that sense, it kind of doesn't drive people to our green vaults by any means.
Right, but
For the
we
again, it's like just for the chromatic blueprint, and that's if you're hunting in hunter mode.
right,
So
which if you're going for the chromatic paint, you're probably not. Um,
right, yeah,
but we did like there will still continue to be like we'll still need green vaults for events. They're going to be adding stuff to green vaults. Um, we still got some benefits. I mean, yeah,
it's just that,
we're
like,
not
they're $100.
yeah. For most of
They're the
us,
most
not
expensive thing in the game.
for one person it was like $9, but you know.
I'd like to know what happened with that.
I'd also like to know what
Curious
happened with that.
minds. Curious
If
minds.
anyone knows, we do have our call-in number on the bottom. If someone wants
In
to
the
call
name
in
of
at some point,
fairness is all.
just if you are going to call in at some point during this episode to chat with us, give me a heads up
Give us
in the
a heads
chat,
up.
please, because I'm not watching that thing, so I won't see that you're calling in. But if you give me a heads up, I will add you to the call. If we want to talk to you, I might just ignore you. Rail says those got reversed. Wait, there was more than one? I thought there was only one. Those.
Well, I guess only one that we've heard of. What's up, Devo?
Yeah, I only heard about the very first one. If there was more, I'd like to hear that story too.
Yeah, right.
So, shall I go through the slides?
Started from the top.
I have pictures on my phone. That's how I did it. Okay,
Sounds
so the Hunter's Lodge today covered CET issues, game improvements, said familiar faces coming back to the shop, even one that surprises me. We'll talk about that later. Chinese New Year event and Q&A. So, CET issues. So apparently the crypto export partners are upgrading their platforms. It'll take at least 90 days. In the meantime, CETs are deactivated in El Salvador and the UK. Players that have already built them can request refunds. So if you have
That's
a CET and you've paid for one and you're upset that you can't use it, you can submit an in-game ticket to request a refund, even if it's a partially built one. Someone asked about that. Even if it hasn't been completed yet, you can request a refund, and that should happen for you. So that's
cool.
good. And it says, in the meantime, they're looking for alternative export options. This one was good news for you, I think. Walking quest tracking improvements are supposedly coming in. So we don't know exactly what they're doing, obviously. But supposedly they've been working on it for many months, and the first improvement will go live next week.
Nice.
So those of you that
mine are so moody,
that had issues with walking quests, I'm really excited to hear if that improves. Then again, I don't know if any of y'all are actually going to be doing that right now. So anyway,
I definitely am.
Yeah.
The dog's gotta walk, so
yeah, dog's gotta poop.
We brave it.
So Yellow Vault changes. They will now always drop a country stamp. So whatever country you're in, they will drop that stamp. So that's kind of cool.
And
doesn't matter if you're a chill or hunter. Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Yep.
Because they were only
Um,
dropping perfect, like hunter mode perfect, right? And that was only a still a chance of it dropping.
I don't know. I wasn't hitting any yellow vaults, so I never paid attention.
I'm still not hitting any yellow
we
balls.
we don't have any yellow vaults, so yeah,
Oh shit, that's right.
we still only have greens. I don't even know if my pucks even went in to our crane because I don't know if it worked. So I'm gonna have to go back at some point next time I get downtown, which probably isn't gonna happen during the winter, to see if I
Wait,
can
what do you
put
mean?
pucks in. Well, because like you know how it was like letting
It
you
was
fill the
glitching
whole
out?
thing and then kicking you out, and I
Yeah.
never really paid attention if like where it started before I started putting them in. So I don't know if it put them in. So I'm just gonna have to try it again and make sure.
But
You
I
know.
think the same thing happened to me, and it also happened to Lady D, another local player. And it counted. It just like you had to like restart your game and double check it. So I
Yeah.
mean, don't like go out of your way to go double check because
No,
I'm
exact. Which is why I haven't checked it
positive it
yet.
did.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so then we also have 33 new Yellow Vault locations. Obviously, those are starting as cranes. There's going to be 6 new ones in Canada, 17 in the USA, 10 in the UK, and those have already dropped. So if you're actually interested in that and you didn't, they're only going in places in specifically the Twitter post said municipalities that don't already have one. So if your
Mhm.
city didn't have one, you might now have one. There will also be
Or
a
in the
minimum
case
of
of
one in every state. So
right. Yeah.
yeah. So Maine finally got theirs, which is exciting for one person,
Well,
maybe 2 people.
I th- I think that Kata is still on the hunt for it because he was ready at his first location at reset to see if it was there, and apparently it wasn't. So
Maine is a
um
big state, but it doesn't have a lot of stuff in that state. There's only like
I
a
mean,
small
I live in
part of
California,
Maine.
so
Well, yeah, but you because I mean,
I don't know
yeah.
what a I don't know what a mini big state is.
It's a big state for one person to drive around the whole thing to find a crane.
Totally. Yeah,
Except
yeah.
that most of Maine is fucking empty. So I guess there's really only a couple of places to drive around in Maine to actually look, a couple of cities. So,
Metropolitan kind of,
yeah.
yeah, monument
There's
places.
Augusta and there's Portland, and I don't know that there's I mean there's like
That's funny. I know
Kennebunkport.
those.
Maybe they put it in Kennebunkport. I don't know.
I'm only familiar with those two cities because like Augusta is in South Carolina, and then Portland, Oregon. I don't even associate them with Maine.
Yeah. Yeah. And then there's
Oh man.
I mean,
Sorry, Mainers.
it'd be cool if it was like near Orono, where like most of the people go to college. Stephen King also lives kind of near Orono area. So, anyway, so if anyone hears about new crane locations, let us know. I don't think any have been found yet, but if you hear that someone has, be fun to announce.
Oh, we got a couple new folks in the chat to say hi. IDFK, our resident Hash Brown, is in the chat.
Hey,
Intellect Lane says, "Hey nerds, what's up, dude?"
Dude.
And then I think that's Love to Run, and Harris. Yep. What's up, y'all?
J1 says that's why someone should be able to find the one in Rhode Island right away. Except, my theory is that the one they're going to put in Rhode Island, or have put in Rhode Island at this point, is likely going to be over by the Newport Mansions, where no one goes, and it's costs like it might be like now $8 or $10 just to go over the bridge to check, because it's an island. That you have to traverse 2 bridges to get to. One of those bridges was free when I lived there. It might not be free anymore. And then there's another one that at the time was $4, but I think it's gone up to $8. And they'd have to pay to go and pay to come back. And no one goes to Newport unless they absolutely have to. And the people that live in Newport are drunk and never leave the island. So, and they're also super rich, and they're not going to play this game. So
so if it is there, move it. Is what you're trying to say.
The Newport Mansions.
But also,
would be
it's behind the
horrible location.
Yeah, sucks to be behind a paywall.
It would be really cool if it was at like Roger Williams Park, because that's a beautiful place that lots of people go to. I think that would be a great location. If anyone from Rhode Island or near Rhode Island is listening to this, I've got a bunch of ideas of places that would be great. The Narragansett Towers, the casino, that would be an awesome place, actually, because that's about around where I grew up, and it's really pretty there. So,
Nice.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, Harris says, I don't think anyone has actually found a new crane yet. Hopefully everyone isn't out looking for invisible cranes. Dear Lord.
Yeah.
I thought for sure somebody would have found one right away because, I mean, you know, between all of those locations, you'd have to think there's one person at the right one, like the right, you know, lookout or monument kind of spot. But
It'd be crazy if they put one like right
and
next
it's
to
been like a
Harris's
couple
house.
hours.
Do you think she'd be able to find it? Is she
Well,
even playing anymore to even notice if that happens?
I think Harris has 2 yellow cranes, so I don't know. I guess we could speculate. I mean, we'd need to like pull in K-Hag. Well,
Yeah.
in Nebraska, I mean, like not her personally, obviously.
Right.
But there were a lot of states, I want to say, well, now I'm like probably mixing up, but there were a lot of states that didn't have one at all. So I think they'd go there first. But we could definitely speculate.
Jybone says, you really make Newport an attractive ad for visiting. Yeah, don't visit Rhode Island. It is a horrible shithole, and I will happily say that over and over and over again, and I don't care who hates me for it. Rhode Island is a shithole. Don't ever go. It's a waste of your time and money. Anyway, it also smells like low tide all the time, and low tide there smells like rotting fish. So, yeah, no, don't go there. It's a horrible
also,
place.
Just quickly answer Love to Run's question. He's asked, was there any word on gift cards in the Hunter's Lodge? I don't think it was mentioned in the Hunter's Lodge, but no. I did see in the Discord, I think in the community server, somebody posted a screenshot of Illusion Weaver saying gift cards Q1 2024. So I'm a little surprised that it wasn't brought up in the Hunter's Lodge, but we're also having another one next month. So
right, in a month from now.
Fingers crossed that that's on track, but maybe Q1 2024 is what I read.
Harris says, Illusion Weaver said maybe Lincoln would get one in Nebraska, since there's no players in Omaha, but that might be off the table now that he hates me.
That's not true.
I don't think he.
How can anybody
hates anyone?
How can anybody hate Harris?
Yeah, I think he gets really cranky. I don't think he hates anyone, but he gets really cranky at people. There's a difference.
But Harris is like a national treasure in this game.
Yeah, crankiness wears off. So. Shu says, I don't know any North Dakota hunters, but I'm really curious where that one is. I used to go to school there, and I think there's a good chance it's in a spot right next to where I lived. Oh, you went to, where is there to go to school in North Dakota? Is it, what kind of, I'm guessing it's North Dakota State College or University of North Dakota, but like, I'd be interested what they even specialize in.
University of North Dakota.
He doesn't hate K-Hag. He got cranky at K-Hag, and he's stuck with the decision he made, and I'm sure he's regretting it. I would if I were him. I would regret that decision. I'm hoping he...
Trugoy, I agree. He said, I thought no more beans in Discord. I don't know.
Wait, what about no more beans in Discord? Are there supposed to be no more beans in Discord?
I forgot. Okay, so... I forgot that you're not in the Discord that often. When did it happen?
I'd say it's because I have a life, but that's a lie.
Yeah. I can't remember what day this was, like 5 days ago or something. We being the level 8 Hunters Hangout accessors lost access to beginner chat.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
We're not, wait. How?
So beginner chat can't see Hunters Hangout, and Hunters Hangout can't see beginner chat.
I thought the whole point of beginner chat was for us to go in there and help out the beginners and answer their questions.
That's what the QB Sherpas, guides are for.
Who's a QB Sherpa?
Well, Rail and
Agamemnon, or
yep.
whatever his name is.
Yep, we're both promoted to QB guides, and
but
then
that's 2 people.
WTF Tuma stepped down from the position. But then they also have the mods, so you know.
But that's expecting a handful of people to answer so many what they're expecting to be so many new players' questions. Like, you've got to have people on there all the time, especially if India's launching. Like, you got to have
Right.
people on there 24/7 to answer questions. And
Right.
now you're making the rest of us not able to go there?
Right. And then here's like an oddball thing that's happened too is like when you're mid conversation with somebody in beginners chat, like two beginners are talking, and then one of them levels up and they just disappear and they cannot go back to the conversation that they
Right?
were just having. Um, so that was wild. And it's funny that it happened like within the first week of it happening. So I don't know. To be fair, I think I can't remember. Maybe HC Muni or Illusion Weaver said like, let's just try this out and see if it works. And I think the overall consensus is like, at least make it like readable because Trugoy makes a good point. Like, what about the beans? You know, because stuff gets leaked in some channel, but like that could also be said for like Hunters Hangout because beginners aren't in there, you know? So I never really found that argument is like valid because somebody's always going to post beans somewhere. Like if you're looking for the information, it's probably out there, but I really
But
think
so
it's just
then
creating it's what it's doing is making people create alts in
so
Discord
then what's
so
the
we can
whole
see
thing
both.
with no more beans in Discord then?
Well, that was the promise was when this all happened, Illusion
There
Weaver
wouldn't be any
promised
more
to
beans.
not give out any more beans in the Discord and has already
Got
broken that promise. Well, and it's
Shoot.
like you're answering a question, right, for someone and it's beans to somebody else because somebody else has that exact same question and maybe it was ignored during Hunter's Lodge or it wasn't that person wasn't able to be in Hunter's Lodge and that's beans for someone. So
Wait, so
it
when
sucks
when
to
they
be
get
honest.
kicked out of beginner chat because they, as Shu says, if they reach level 8, which is now the QB rapture, if they get raptured out of
I
beginner
love that.
chat, does their chat history also go away?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Because
because you
they're
can
not
still see
allowed in
your
there.
own. Right, but that's, I mean, you can still see it's just a progression. It's not like you're getting banished from the channel. It's just being hidden from you.
Okay, all right.
But okay, so technically though, if you were to go back and search your messages, I'm not sure if you'd be able to see your own messages in beginner chat. Like if you searched your own name.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know the answer to that.
I like what Rail says. New stats in Hunter Lodge 15. We've doubled the number of Discord users this month.
Oops, all odds, alts.
I did see that. Kevo's little cereal box thing. That was great. Yeah, well,
Oops.
not only from people who have been raptured into Hunter's Hangout wanting to make an alt to be in beginner chat as well, but also people who have been banned from the game wanting to be in the Discord. I mean, yeah. So
I mean, come on. We've had it one way for 3 years. Can we just go back to it?
yeah.
Would it be so hard? Like, would it be so bad?
It's not like it didn't work. It's not like
Maybe
it's
they were
broken
just
if you
waiting
don't.
for this. Maybe they were just waiting for this Hunter's Lodge to happen, and now they'll flip the switch back.
Maybe.
Hopefully, I don't know. Wishful thinking, but I do think that this sucks not being able to see beginners chat. Also, another point that somebody made, it might have been, oh, I have like such a photographic memory. Conman, maybe if you have like a referral that you're chatting with or something, and like, or you throw out your referral name to somebody and they're there, but there's always
Yeah.
DMs, so I don't know.
So,
We want all the access, and I'm like an OG, but I also am not paying attention to all the updates all the time. So sometimes I do need to know, like, I don't know. There's so much happening in the game right now. It'd be nice that people are asking smart questions that I'm not smart enough to ask, and I want to know.
so Shu has, I think it was Shu. Shu has offered to be our spy in beginner's chat.
Oh, thank you, Shu. Until your QB rapture.
Hey Goose. Hey Goose.
Hey, Goose.
Love to run. if you hadn't gotten all the deets on the Beats and K-Hag stuff, watch our last episode. Because we actually interviewed, we had K-Hag on the show, chatted with him about how all that went down, what all that looked like. I like that. Shu says, my alt should be rookie. Just take the letters of Korkio and, I mean, you'd have to, well, no, you
add an
wouldn't
any.
have to add any.
Well, without the
R-O-O-K-K-I. R-O-O-K-K-I. Rookie. That's really good. Yeah.
So she was going to be Korkio's alt in the Discord.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can take that. I'm not even in the Discord enough as it is now, so I'm not gonna create an alt just to read beginner's chat when I wasn't reading it before anyway. So yeah, go for it, guys. You can pretend to be me.
Rail says we're waiting for CV Fest 2024 to stage a protest. Love to run.
There you go.
We just force Beats back on stage as the host.
Right.
This is our protest.
I think the best protest is to announce Cubieverse Fest 2024 to be in our Oklahoma location
in California,
the same weekend as the other one, and see who gets more attendees. Yeah, Rail says the cursed episode that got lost on the naughty list. I was surprised, like, I guess we're on the naughty list because now we are no longer considered content creators, so we can't post. Even though no one has said anything to us, we're not banned, we're not removed from the Discord, we just can't share our content in the content creators tab anymore, even though
that's okay, we still have off topic.
Produce content. I mean, we're over here recapping the Hunter's Lodge. Like, hello.
It's not. It doesn't really look like it's affecting our viewership because we still have approximately 30 people in the chat, so I'm not worried about it. But
I'm not worried about it.
We noticed for sure.
And the only thing that kind of sucks about it is that new players in beginners chat who we can't talk to, we also can't post the link for them to see it in the content creators thing. They can see it in off topic.
They can see it in off topic, yeah.
But that's about it. As long as it doesn't get deleted out of off topic, because that would be bad. Does anyone want to check to see if that link is still in off topic?
Dear Lord, I hope not.
Yeah. So, okay. So back to the Hunter's Lodge. Anyway. We are getting a new player tutorial. Harris. Probably too many content creators. They had to narrow down who gets to post in the channel. Yeah, that's definitely the problem.
Sure, Jan. I have the braids today. Actually, that fits Harris. Sure, Jan.
Yep. So, yeah, so new player tutorial finally with the Marlov in-game QB thing, telling people how to play. Hopefully that's good. I hope.
Love that.
I was actually see it.
Yeah, I was actually we probably won't be able to see it, but hopefully somebody will take a new player video in some sense, maybe for research purposes.
Right.
But I was surprised because earlier this week I had noticed in the resources channel, because this is when I know I went fully deep diving into this because I was like, wait, okay, we lost our roles. I'm like, what's different in this channel? What else is different in this Discord? And the wiki wasn't listed under resources, but I guess it was an oversight per what one of the mods told me, and somebody had brought it to their attention. It was just an oversight and transferring over into the Cubieverse. So it is now there. But that's why it caught me by surprise also. I was like, oh great, that's awesome. They have it ready, and they have it ready next week. It's going live next week, so that is great. Yeah. Because that was a big concern, I think, for pretty much everyone. I mean, if you're a new player, you're concerned because you don't know what the heck you're doing, but also for all of us, we're new players don't know what the heck they're doing.
Yeah. I just hope the tutorial is actually helpful. It actually explains things. So I'm interested to see if someone can get information on what the tutorial is, like to see what it actually is.
Right.
See how
Well,
much it
and
explains, you know.
something that I've always really that I kind of was reminiscing on today was like when the tutorial like came into effect and everybody was like, yeah, I hope it's good. Seeing comments like that. Like something I actually really enjoyed about the game earlier on was like figuring out how some of the stuff worked. Like you and
Yes, but
K-Hack had mentioned it last,
it was a lot
but
less
it
complicated
was
back then.
totally, yeah. And so I hope they walk them through it, but like I don't know if I want it to be like so thorough where, they know how to like somebody can join and then like conquer the leaderboard once they get into the auction house kind of thing. You know what I
Does
mean?
anyone
Like
even try to conquer the leaderboards anymore?
people are doing it.
Hmm.
I
I
mean,
mean,
and
have we
that's
even
the
had
competitive
posts
side
of
of the game that
have we had
we
posts about
used to
Apex
like too.
Hunters on Apex Hunter of the Month? Like I haven't seen the tweet about that. Have I? I can't. I don't know.
I'm not sure if they did it last. I don't know if they've actually done it since we have
Right. That's what
have
I'm
since
saying.
we've transitioned to the Cubieverse.
Yeah.
I do know that one of my locals, Wayfinder, either made like top builder or top 5 or something. I can't finally remember, but
Yeah.
I know that Illusion Weaver calls him out on the Discord and stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't know. At this point, I'm kind of like down to do a leaderboard run because I kind of could use a red key. Like,
I wouldn't have enough
and
keys
if
to
I
do a
could get like
leaderboard run.
2, great. I wouldn't either. But I could probably do some walking. Spring is just around the corner, sort of.
Kind of. Let's hope.
Never, hopefully.
Yeah. Okay, so we also apparently have an improved login system, so players can log in with email, Facebook, or Google. No one asked for this, did they? Was there an issue with the login system before? Did we need more ways to log in? I don't... I mean, great. If it took them, like, no time to do, fine. But I have a feeling that this took a lot of energy. Like, I can't imagine this is a thing that was, like, really simple to implement. And for them to have put a lot of time into this, it was like, why?
I have noticed like a lot more sites that I'm logging into are allowing for that, like
Oh, yeah.
Google
A lot of
thing.
places
So
do
I
offer
don't,
it, but does it
maybe
matter?
yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe it's just a way to capture more players or something.
Yeah.
Because like you'd be surprised, like the first like impression or whatever, the first I forget what the first action or something. Like you have to make it as seamless as possible. It's like a marketing thing. You have to make it as like easy as possible so people aren't turned off from
Yeah.
signing up. So I could see where like the login issue, if it's only email and like that email is going to your spam, or it's
Yeah.
like not even coming to your inbox, it could be like a turnoff. So maybe that was, I mean, I can't imagine that it's like seriously hindering them a lot, but
Yeah. So
I can see
we've
it.
got a lot of comments on this already.
Oh shit.
Rubik says, I didn't get the login email, was a pretty frequent complaint, to be fair. Chandler says it's standard for different login methods. IDFK says, yeah, for a while there was a glitch or something where it was making players do the login email every single time.
Oh, weird.
Says it probably took no time. It's pretty much pre-packaged now. IDFK says I was one of those. I'm guessing meaning someone that requested a different way. Crashman says
nice.
the email messages to log in wouldn't always come through. To be fair, though,
So I guess people did want
it. Able to change our login method, so we will still have the same issues.
But
it's just new people. Will be able to choose.
Maybe it won't be the same issue though now because it'll be like a little bit
they
less
might have fixed the issue, but still, like, we can't switch to like a Facebook login or a Google login. Now there will be like, so if new people, if they weren't able to fix the issue of like the email going to spam, then new players that sign in with like choose the email way to log in might still have that issue. So,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Goose
Hmm.
says looking
Hopefully
or
that's
logging in
getting
with
updated.
Facebook or Google likely allows them to sell our data to those companies much more easily and quickly.
Well, I guess we
Yeah,
don't have to worry about that, but everybody new will
yeah.
have to.
Harris says, I
But to
think,
be fair, you're probably opting into that when you either sign up for Cubieverse or sign up for Google or sign up for both. So
right,
it's in the terms of service or something.
right. Harris says, I think
Um,
they're looking hard
yeah.
at their numbers and trying to figure out where they're losing new players, and I bet confirming an email is too
Yeah.
big a hurdle for a lot. I mean, yeah, maybe. Um,
I think people run into the like, which email did I use problem all the time too.
oh man, I ran into that
Oh,
with Atlas at one
oh
point.
yeah. I think so did Channers.
Yeah,
She
was I
can't
at
remember.
your house when I ran into that? No, I don't think I was. I was somewhere not
Hmm.
home, and I like could not like I tried all. I thought I
It
tried all
was.
five
It
of
was.
my. It
It
was at
was
your
at my
house.
house. Yeah.
Like I had like five different email addresses, right? And I tried like four of them, and I was like, shit, there's no way I used this last one. And so I had to message support, and I was like, can you please just tell me which one I logged in with? And they're like, oh, it was this last one. It was this one that I literally never used for anything, which I guess now makes sense that I use my throwaway one for that, the one I don't use for anything. Luckily, I was able to get back in, but anyway.
Awesome.
So, um, anyway. Love to Run
Lots of
says,
feedback.
who's bad mouthing my Rhode Island? Since when is it your Rhode Island? Um, I mean, I didn't think
Love
we
to
had.
Run is the king of Rhode Island? I had no
I
idea.
thought Love to Run was in California, right? San Diego or
They were
something?
in San Diego.
Yeah. Um, it's, if anything, it's my Rhode Island. I was born and raised there, and it's a shithole.
Queen Korkio.
Yeah. um, anyway, so okay, so anyway, I personally didn't understand the new login system. If you guys think it's helpful for you, then I'm glad they did it. But even though you can't change your login method, because that was asked during the Q&A, can we change
Right.
the way we log in? No, you can't. So you guys are still stuck logging in with your email.
Oh, I Spy with My Little Eye. Crashman.
Hey,
Crashman
Crashman.
and Rubik's.
How did I miss
What's up?
Crashman?
You just
Oh,
like
I
snuck in
scrolled
there.
right past Crashman. Sorry, dude.
There was people got hot and heavy about the login option, so I
Yeah.
had no idea.
Yeah.
So thank
Oh,
you guys. Sorry,
we've got a new
but I think
person in the
Rubik's
chat.
is right.
No,
I always got mine.
Novel Norm.
Um,
Hey, Novel Norm.
Oh yeah.
The new Norm.
OG player. I think they've been around for
Really?
quite a bit, but new
How
new
have I?
subscriber hopefully.
Because I'm not in the Discord. This is why I don't know about. Like OG, like
Or
OG,
on
OG.
Twitter. Yeah, well, okay, Novel Norm, how long have you been around? I recognize your name from since around the time that like maybe I started, which was 2022,
So that was
I
even
think.
before me. So yeah.
Yeah. Hi,
So.
Crash Man. It's great to see you.
Hey, we just got called babes by the new Norm over here.
Yo, babes. So Rail says biggest quality of life improvement wasn't even announced in a Hunter's Lodge. Fire Dragon spell and has been fixed. They finally added a space 3 years later. Oh my god, wait, did you guys get all of the other ones fixed? Because there's more than just that one, I think. Or there's more spelling errors. I'm gonna go through now and check every single one.
Where were these spelling issues?
When you click on the QB, like in the game, you know how you can click on the QB? And it'll like you can like rotate it and it'll tell you about it. There's like some spelling errors in some of them.
Okay.
So, yes.
Cool. Oh, Novel Norm said starting during Pat Morita. So a little bit newer than both of us, but still been around for a bit. So, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so other things in Hunter's Lodge, we've got chromatic paint changes. So chromatic paint will now drop from blue vaults and up. So blue, green, yellow, and red. This made some people upset,
Green
specifically
user
Green
vault
Vault
owners.
owners, minus me. I don't care. I don't even hit mine. I don't think anyone hits mine. I don't get structure earnings.
I
So
sort of asked for more ways to get chromatic paint, so
it's your
it's
fault.
kind of I'm willing to take responsibility.
Yeah. I'm happy with
um,
more ways to get
but I'm
chromatic
happy
paint.
about it.
I don't care if that means people that weren't hitting my green vault are still not going to hit my green vault. So,
I mean,
and
I kind of wish they'd scale it. You know what I mean? Like the same way that they scale like Cubic coins and all of that stuff, like
I'm guessing that
and
means that they
resource.
haven't scaled it. So,
Well, it makes no sense to go hit a green user vault if you can go hit
yeah.
10 blue user vaults or 10 blue system vaults and get 10 times as much, you know.
Right.
So
So,
I mean scaling it would make sense and probably
but
make a lot of
maybe they
people
did
happy because
scale
there's
it.
a nice compromise. There's not
Maybe now we get a lot more from green.
I think they would have mentioned that.
They might have.
Has anybody hit a green vault since after the launch?
Probably
Because
not.
it went into effect at reset, I think. So, um,
And there's no way to really know
yeah.
until lots of people have hit them because it wasn't the same exact amount every time. It was always like a little range of amounts, right?
Mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm.
could get like nothing or you could get a ton, and it
Yeah.
would just depend on your luck. So, Rail said blue vault 23 per hit, green vault 38 per hit.
Mm-hmm.
Except
Is
that
that the average? And is
Jybone
that in
just
Hunter
got
or Chill?
Jybone just got
Is that the
150
average of both?
chromatic paint from her green. Novel Norm said 38 from
That's
the
not,
green.
that's okay. So they did scale it and then just didn't tell anyone?
IDFK says we definitely
Like
don't
freaking
get more
out
from
about it.
green. I just hit 2, got 38 and 50. Raichu says no
What green vault are you
changes.
hitting?
No changes to green hits for me. So, okay. Yeah, it doesn't sound like
38 and
they're.
50.
Yeah, maybe they will scale it. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see.
Oh, okay. So that's like the very, very low drop rate
The
chance is the
38.
150. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
No.
yeah. The
The
150.
150 on the
Yeah.
green. That's
I
the
don't know that I've
jackpot. Okay.
ever gotten that. Ever.
No, I don't think so either.
So, okay.
That's cool.
So, next thing we have is a sushi restaurant.
Ooh.
So, there's what I did. While I was waiting, so as soon as the Hunter's Lodge ended, I immediately submitted the questions I wanted asked, and then while I was waiting for the Q&A session to come back on, I went onto OpenStreetMaps and immediately made sure all of the sushi restaurants in my area were tagged as sushi restaurants. They have to be tagged specifically as sushi restaurants. It does not work to tag them as Japanese restaurants. And I noticed that if you tag them as sushi restaurants and Japanese restaurants, it removes the little sushi icon and just makes a generic restaurant icon, even though they've got the sushi and Japanese names. So I don't know if it has to only say sushi restaurant to come through as a sushi restaurant, or if it can have multiple titles. I'm not sure.
Right. I wonder how hard it would be to allow one or the other.
Yeah. So I went to all of them that served sushi, and if they said Japanese restaurant, I removed Japanese restaurant, changed it to sushi restaurant. I'm hoping that download happens soon, and we, can do that. I don't know that I've seen any sushi tags before that in my area at all. So those tags, there were some that were already tagged as sushi restaurants, and I don't know that those places currently have tags on them. So we'll have to see.
Jeez.
Yeah. Harris says, I already claimed my sushi tag with a white user vault. Hopefully it still works. Yeah. So,
Sure
all
says
right.
don't recommend. Rayo said, let's go, Nebraska sushi meat.
Don't recommend. Yeah. Fresh from the
Fresh
sea.
from the sea.
Hey, we've got
I love
great
it.
sushi in Oklahoma, and there's no sea anywhere near here, but there's some great sushi here. Um, anyway, so for the sushi restaurant, you have to build on a sushi tag. You have to level it up to a Blue Vault level 10 before you can put the sushi restaurant on it. It costs 5,000 crystal keys. It says times the country modifier. So whatever, I guess these aren't actually going to come out until we have the country modifiers in effect. Or do we already have country modifiers in effect? Because I haven't.
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah. Right?
Oh, that explains why that green user vault was $9 instead of 10. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we had
Okay.
them right as Cubieverse launched. Lil Lokito, what's up?
Um. Oh, Lil Lokito says I have a sushi restaurant that has a sushi tag in Google and OSM. Yet in Cubieverse, it's a Chinese restaurant.
You should maybe
That's
send in a
crazy.
bug report. Maybe
Yeah.
posting that to the I Need Help channel might do something. Because that's,
Right.
I mean, OSM is what they're using. But also maybe wait until they pull the tags and it might get updated. Because somebody in your area might have updated it like by the time you checked OSM, right? So maybe
Um,
wait until the next poll, even though we have no idea when that's going to happen.
Crashman
I guess
says
we know it's coming up.
restaurants with multiple Asian cuisine tags and sushi didn't get the sushi tag in my builder map. Okay, so sounds like you need to go into OSM and do what I did and remove any tags that don't specifically just say sushi. Like it can say
I
anything
hate
other than
OSM.
sushi. Yeah, it's bad. Okay. So then you also need 3 stamps to print the blueprint. Owner gets 5% kickback, and you need a
How come
QB
it's
with.
5 and not 10? I also realized, don't we normally get a 10% kickback?
I
Or has
think
it
it's
always
always
been
been.
5?
I think it's always been 5.
Okay. Wow. I thought I was more
Because
rich
it
than I
was
really am.
one in every. Remember when it was just regular blue user vaults? It was one key out of every 20 keys that were put in. You get back. That's 5%.
Oh, I thought it was 1 in every 10.
It was one in every 20.
Or
Yeah.
okay, heard.
So, okay, and then you need a QB with a sushi affinity to staff it. Um, and then, so that means it has to be the sneaky seal, the sushi chef, or the master sushi chef. Um, so, someone asked in the Q&A, and I'd love if anyone has an update on this answer, but someone asked in the Q&A, does that mean sneaky seals will go in the shop because it's the only one you can get without already having a sushi restaurant? And Illusion Weaver said yes, but they were never in the shop. They were an event QB,
Yeah,
so
it's
they
not fair.
shouldn't be in the shop. So,
But I guess they're bringing back common and rare blueprints from previous events through like the trade shacks and stuff.
well, that's fine.
So I could see that, but like, why don't just let people sell them on the auction house?
Right.
Like, isn't
Don't
that the
put
whole
them in the
point? Like,
shop.
give us give us things that are actually like cubies that are going to be valuable for these things. Because I don't think it's fair that what we're gonna give it to you in the shop so you're able to um, staff your sushi restaurant, staff your sushi restaurant. That's that's what's too easy.
Yeah.
KKP
So,
earlier said too easy for the chromatic paint drops from all the vaults. I was like, dude, we're building the fucking game. Like,
yeah.
too
I
easy
I
for
think
what? Do you want us to build it or not? But like
I
this is like, okay, wait, this is too easy. Also, it was hard to get that seal.
Right? It was not
It was
easy.
hard. The
So
Hawaii event was how many vaults was it? 9,200? 400?
it was a lot. Was it
It was a lot.
1,400 or 1,100 or something like that? Wasn't it a shit ton?
I don't remember. I thought it was way more than that.
Yeah. So, um, if anything, like, yeah, give us the ability to sell these QBs in the auction house, or if you really want to make an easier, like, QB to staff, like, just give a different, easy QB the whole sushi affinity. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, one of the
Wait.
hulas, the
So Hoth,
tikis, I mean.
yeah, and then okay, so that's a good one. And Hoth says, "Would new players staff it? How would new players staff a sushi structure?" And I'm like, "How would new players build a sushi structure, guys? Like,
Right?
let's get that. Let's go there first, and
Like, think of
then
how many,
then we'll get to like no one's built. Everybody who's building right now are like OGs or they're new players that are just trying to build like one white user vault and like make it do something. But
yeah,
I don't think like I realistically don't think new players are like, cool, I'm down to spend $100 on this sushi structure. Like it's not geared towards that.
right. And
And
so
then
if you're
Rubik says no one who is building a sushi structure is going to be pre-auction house access, right? Like that's way too expensive.
right, um, if you think about, okay, so they're gonna have to build a
What's up,
white user
Briz?
vault, level it up, build a blue loot user vault, level that up. Think of how much chromatic paint and white paint that's gonna take. They're gonna have to do a shit ton of hunting, and they're also gonna need 3 different country stamps. So with the amount of hunting they're gonna have to do before they can do all of that, they're gonna have enough QB coins to buy one of these shits in the auction house, like anyone else, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel
Paris
like
says, as someone who was always told to take my rare and be grateful, I sure appreciate the devaluing of all of my rares lately.
right. I feel
Yeah,
like
my least
Crashman
favorite
says
part is the blueprints, the rare blueprints coming back. Commons I could give a crap about, but the rares
right.
like that sucks because they're still really hard to print depending on the event. Like,
I like what Crashman says. A shark should have a sushi affinity. Um, Maybe like the ice
yeah,
QB, like the ice QB could be a
yeah,
sushi affinity one, right? Because you gotta put that raw fish on ice before you serve it,
totally.
right? So I don't know.
They could do like one tiki tribe that has, like they're like a fishing tribe, somehow create a story around like being a fishing tribe and have them all have a sushi affinity,
Right?
you know,
Yeah.
because of the fish. I don't know.
Anyway,
Good thing
so
is that's actually not something that's like going into effect this week, right? Like that's not until mid-February, so hopefully they can tweak some stuff.
right. Anyway, okay. So to do the sushi quest, you pay a green key. You have a meal at the restaurant. You get a reward. There's a 1 week respawn timer. 100% chance to get resources. Medium chance to get a sushi chef blueprint. Very low chance to get the master sushi chef blueprint. Um, so there's that. We have familiar QB blueprints returning to the shop. Cat QBs, Tiki QBs, footballer QBs. I don't. Is this the first time footballers have come back to the shop since the
Can't
event?
recall. I don't think
Since they
so.
like,
But didn't they have a week of like releasing blueprints for like 24 hours or something?
I mean, maybe.
There was like a fire sale.
So those are supposedly in the shop. Well, they were supposedly put in the shop already. Has anyone looked at those? Has anyone bought any?
Oh, I'm sure people have. People were asking in the auction house channel for cat blueprints and stuff. IDFK was selling them actually.
Yeah.
I always be lurking.
I want to see what we got So they released 5,000 in the U.S. For the Tiki, there's 4,899 left. Um, for the footballer, there is 4,861 left, and for the cats, there's 4,875 left. So it looks like, I
I
mean,
might get some
there
more
have been
cats.
like a little bit more than 100 sold of each one. Um,
I think
and people,
everybody needs to like reevaluate what they're doing with the two currencies that they currently have in game, right?
yeah,
Because like think the tides have shifted again. Now we're like, okay, what's more important, keys or QB coins? What do we need?
right? So I don't know. I wonder if I should buy some because let me see what I even have left. Um,
Oh, and Squeamy had asked if there was still the cap on the blueprints in circulation, right? So there's
yes,
only supposed to be 100,000 of each of those. But I think I have that number right. Um,
right. And
so
so they
they're
took out,
divvying them out. Yeah, and then
yeah,
once they hit that 1,000 per blueprint, then they're done.
yeah. So Rail says footballers haven't been in the shop since the World Cup. So this is the first time. I remember the Tikis and the Cats coming back to the shop, but I didn't think the footballers had.
Oh, wait, sorry. So Harris said, as someone who invested heavily in cats, I also appreciate them becoming unlimited. And then IDFK said, did they say how long the BPs will be in the shop, or are they until they sell out?
I
Yeah,
think
so
they're until they
they were
sell out.
they were always going to come back, which is why they've always had the 100,000 count. Like every time that they've dropped in the shop, they've always had the 100,000 count, but it's the time that is limited, right? So that it's only available for the weekend, and then they pull it again and then release it again. So
Oh, so
it's
they're only keeping
it's
it in there
totally
for a
normal.
short period of time because they just said they put them in the shop. They didn't say for a period of time.
Well, that's why I was a little confused at like I think they're saying it'll always be available in the shop because they're putting 5,000 in there, and there's
Right.
not 5,000, there's not even half of 5,000, 5,000 people in the game. So
Yeah.
technically right now, yes, they are unlimited. But
Right.
um the I'll give them the credit here is they've always said that those blueprints will have 100,000 of them, and that's been for since the inception of those randomizer blueprints specifically. So yeah,
Yeah. So I have
I kind
eight
of
foot.
like the way that they're implementing it, so you can like still have fun in printing and trying your luck there. That's cool.
Right. So eight
Something to
footballers
do.
left. I have. Oh, apparently I have no cheekies left. No
Oh,
tiki blueprints
Channers
and five
Channer
cats.
says also be buy more cats. She said
I
also
don't
be
want to
aware
buy
that
more
bulk
cats.
purchases are being worked on by the devs, but currently no ETA on when that will be active. So one by one purchases for now. Oof. Okay. Well, that's probably for the best. People need to spend their stuff wisely. So,
Yeah.
especially now that it is like the supply is um, perceived to be unlimited per the amount of players we have. So, um,
Yeah. Um, yeah, I
I'm
feel like
curious.
when they do this, they should make like they should put like I don't know 200 in the shop or something. Some actual number that feels like we gotta get it soon before they run out.
Well, I think the purpose of a shop is to like have something there,
Yeah,
like anytime somebody logs into the game, right? I
yeah,
like it this way. I don't mind it. The randomizers, these are the only randomizers that I like. The ones that are like semi easy to print and they're relatively cheap. And it's the
yeah,
when they make the like epics and the rares randomizers, I'm like, no.
yeah. Right.
But these
So
are, I mean, they're always fun. They give a little sense of like,
I'm
what are
definitely
you gonna
not
get?
buying more cats. I have no interest in more cats. Though they're really easy to print. Um,
They
can someone
are, they're
remind
so
me what the current recipe for the tikis is?
500 lay, I think.
Is that it?
I believe so. I could check the wiki, but maybe somebody could respond more quickly. Wait,
Oh, it
no,
does say on
no.
here. It's 500 lei. Yeah, I got it. 500 lei and 1,000
Oh
resin.
yeah. What am I saying? You
It
can see
says
it
it in the shop.
in your
Yeah.
inventory.
No, I don't have
Oh,
any in
you
my
you
inventory.
could.
It says it in the shop.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Which is why I was asking, because since I'm out of them in my inventory, I was like, I wonder.
Okay,
I
yeah,
wonder.
yeah. Sorry, I thought you had a small number of each. So
No,
five
no, it's a
cats, and then
little more
how
than
many of
five.
the how many of the footballers did you say?
I have I have 5 cats and I have 8 footballers. Those 8 footballers
Hmm.
are out of the chunk that Marvin's house sold me that one
Nice.
time with that red key. When I spent my
Fan.
red key on footballer. No, no, no. He sold me like a huge chunk of footballer blueprints because I was trying to print all the.
You were doing your, yeah, you were doing your leaderboard run.
Yeah, I was trying to print all of them to see if I could get the ones I hadn't printed yet. Um, and I have almost all of them. And I had a ton of footballs. I had bought a ton of footballs. So, oh, I have. Oh, okay. Rail sent me a screenshot. I'm just now seeing this. Let's see. I'm trying to make it so I can see it.
I'm
New
gonna
Discord. I
refill
finally
my
got
beverage really
new
quickly.
Discord, and new Discord sucks.
Yeah, it's the worst. I hate it.
These
And
freaking
it's notifying me
notifications.
all the time.
Yeah, I just
Like,
cleared a
stop
note.
it.
I just got a notification literally, what, 10 minutes ago that you were chatting about food ideas for next week, but you're not because you're here talking to me. So,
Oh.
yeah, you're talking about food ideas for next week with Rubik's and 2 others, apparently.
Oh, Rubik's was in the conversation? Sorry, Rubik's. I didn't even see you in
That's what
there.
it says.
It's so inaccurate.
And apparently that was today, like,
Just
over
now.
an hour ago.
Interesting.
Oh no, you shared a thing like a couple hours ago, 28 iconic Detroit dishes. So that's what it's notifying me about. Because, that's
I'm sorry.
really important to me.
Hey, I didn't do it, okay?
I know you did it. I'm not mad at you.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so what Rail sent me
Discord
was
just got done.
Oh, it's a screenshot that says, "Hi, an issue with the crystal key price for reclaiming vacated GUVs has been addressed. Your crystal keys have been reimbursed 1,000. You can now reclaim the vault for the correct amount, 10,000, if you wish to do so." Interesting. Okay, good to know.
Oh, cool. So you can reclaim the vault. That is intended. It's just the price was not intended.
The price was wrong, right? So,
Cool.
okay, so that's how that got changed.
I wonder if Luke Benz is going to go buy it.
Maybe.
At full price.
Okay, so that's the blueprints returning to the shop. Okay, and then we've got Chinese New Year starting. Chinese New Year is supposed to be an event that is okay to do solo, and it's all about luck. I got lucky last Chinese New Year. Was it last Chinese New Year? Was the last one the Yellow Dragon? No, yes, because we didn't have one last year. It was the year before, and it was the Yellow Dragon.
Yeah.
I finished that one with like 5 minutes left to go in the event. And I used every last key that I had to finish out the numbers of vaults I needed to do. And I literally printed my Yellow Dragon like 5 minutes before the end of the event.
Wow. That is cutting it close.
Yep.
Closest finish, probably, event for you? That feels like a close finish. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, aside from this last Halloween where we were like trying to math it, and we're like, no, this isn't happening.
Right.
It was rough. But we got our necros.
Yes. I still haven't printed mine, but I finally got all the magical fabric I needed.
Nice.
Yeah, it was one of those Adventure Road like bid on something in the auction house, and I just happened to bid on something and no one else ever outbid me, and I got it.
Great. That's the best.
Cheap. I think it was pretty cheap too, if I remember correctly. So apparently Manil was not watching the prices that day and let some go, because that was usually who outbid me every single time I ever bid on magical fabric. So
yeah, same.
Yeah. Okay. So for Chinese New Year event, we have 4 new QB blueprints. 2 of them are common. 1 is rare. 1 is epic. There's a new headquarters skin. 2 new digital art pieces. a new type of quest chain block, which is the spin the wheel thing, which is
Mhm.
kind of interesting.
A little rendition of what they did at Coin Hunt Fest, which is interesting, yes.
Yeah.
But it's free. That's cool. I love it.
Right.
Anything that's in benefit of the players.
Right.
Let's do it.
So that will be February 10th to February 17th, which is what, actually the afternoon of the 9th to the afternoon of the 16th. Is that how that works? I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it in UTC time? It should be.
Yeah. Yeah. The new common cubies, the baby dragon, which is kind of cute, and the ugly bunny. I mean, it's a rabbit QB. Everyone's calling it like the ugly bunny. I noticed. I did pop into the Discord for like 5 minutes today, and everyone was angry about this ugly ass bunny that looks like it's meant to be an Easter rabbit.
Definitely not my favorite. And
yeah, it's pretty lame.
some folks were also making the point of like, why are the ox and the the key pow, like every other QB is dressed up for Chinese New Year? Why is the rabbit? Why? And also, I love the little baby dragon, but like, I also think it should be dressed up for the New Year. Like,
right?
It doesn't. Like, it just doesn't scream like Chinese New Year dragon to me, or rabbit. I don't know.
Yeah. So
it's not even gray. Like,
right.
Rabbit is gray.
It's like I don't know. It's almost like they just said, here, draw us a dragon, draw us a rabbit QB, and they didn't specify like what it was for, and this is just what popped out, and I don't yeah not feeling it. I mean, up until this point, all of the QBs have been like progressively better and better and better, and this feels like we went back to Gen 1.
Except for the New Year's QB. I still will listen.
But even that's
I had an extra glass of wine last episode, but I still stand firm in that, like, I hate that fucking QB.
Yeah, it's not
but
it's not great looking, but it's not like it it's not like it's totally it just doesn't make sense. You know?
Tanner says rabbit QB may actually have a refresh like Santa. We'll have to wait and see. But why refresh it when it hasn't even come out yet? Just make it cute to begin with, but we don't have to do a refresh.
Right?
Just an idea.
Yeah.
The rabbit definitely sticks out as not Chinese New Year. Way more Easter looking, says the Brizzle. Yes. Kevo says maybe they're trolling us since the Easter Bunny QB was troll originally. They're trolling you back, Kevo. I mean, if they actually used the bunny you made, I think I would be less grossed out by it. That's not even the right word. I think I'd like it way more if it was the exact bunny you made, because yours was really cute, Kevo.
I mean, to me, like, while I also agree that the New Year's QB is not attractive, at least it looks like it was trying. Right? These don't look like they were trying at all. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, the Lantern QB at least looks like it fits the theme. Right?
And I think it could have been, like, they could have extended the lantern a little bit, like, more glow, but I'm excited because he said there's something that's like special with that one that's going to be like on the map, maybe, or maybe I'm like filling in the blanks with my brain. But so Harris says in the chat, I'm just disappointed the solo event still requires other players around me building trade shacks, which is something that I thought about too, was like the epic drop rate is always very low, right? But it's always very low, and you can hunt as many vaults at that time. You know, I'm talking about CNY like 2 years ago at this point, but at that time you could hit any vault and it could drop from a system vault, a user vault. We didn't have white vaults. It was like all blue, green, blah, blah, blah. But it could drop, or no, wait. No, yeah, it could drop from any vault, right? It wasn't the Tories?
I don't remember. My memory
I don't think it was. I'm just hoping that the drop rate has been adjusted to take into consideration, like the reset times are not twice a day, they're once a day. and like, up the ante a little bit on like if you're the only player and only have enough to build one trade shack, maybe you can't get the epic, but if you have enough to build like the three you're limited to, do you have a chance? Like
Yeah. So
I know,
I've
and
got
I know it's all RNG, but I agree. I don't love that it's kind of like the event mechanics are being kind of they're behind a paywall essentially, right? Because you have to pay to buy that structure.
yeah.
So it's a little gatekeepy in that sense. So I totally get it, Harris.
People are reminding you the Tories were Pat Morita.
Duh. Sorry.
It's okay.
What? Okay, yeah. Thank you.
So
I can't even remember what. Oh yeah, it just was cute in game. We didn't have any. Did we not
didn't
have
they?
any
I don't.
structures that were like Chinese? I guess it was just our headquarters, huh? I'm like, I feel
I
like
don't remember. I don't
never
remember.
mind.
Um, yeah. So
My
I've
memory
got
is gone to shit.
yeah. I've smoked weed since then.
Smoke weed
So
today.
so I've got 2 trade shacks, and then another one has been built near me. So I've got 3 in the area. Um, I like that I can start hitting them from the beginning of the event, and I mean I could get super freaking lucky and get them on the first day. Not that I could print it on the first day because I still need the resources and stuff, but
Right.
yeah.
Yep.
Um,
That's okay. We
so
haven't had a grindy event in a while, so go on, newbies. Go grind your little hearts out. It's fun.
yeah. So
Been there.
it's not gonna happen for me because it's probably not gonna happen for me. I I don't know that I'm gonna have the time to go and do all that. It's tax season, man. February is my busiest month. February and March are like
Oh,
my absolute busiest months. So
now I'm hearing. Now I'm hearing something. I don't know if it's with your mic though,
is it
or
because
your
I
computer.
moved? Because I turned. Should I go back? Shit.
Maybe not. Yeah, I could
Are you?
kind of hear like almost like a vibration, like
Yeah,
when
the
it was like
computer's
initiating your mic on.
the computer's getting hot.
Mm.
Its fans are on.
The fans
Um,
on.
yeah.
Um,
So we know that the epic QB is going to be a dragon. We don't know what kind of dragon. Um, we had we have a red dragon. We have the yellow dragon. So the fire dragon and then the yellow dragon. So that's red and then yellow. I want a blue dragon. Because if you think about the rainbow order, right, we went red, skipped orange, got yellow, then we skipped green, and then we should get blue, in my opinion.
okay, okay.
And then they can use the water crystals, like how they use the air crystals for the air dragon. They can use the water crystals for this one. I don't
Oh,
know, is
okay.
that...
I like the idea. I like the idea of a water dragon. For some reason, I'm getting pulled towards green. Like I think it's gonna be, I don't know. Um, I think it's gonna be more traditional Year of the Dragon looking,
Yeah.
and maybe they use earth crystals instead of water crystals.
Oh, and our...
Or maybe they don't use any more elemental invasion resources because that event is supposedly not coming back for a while. So maybe we could use different resources other than those.
Yeah. Well, now I'm looking at the yellow dragon, and it doesn't actually use air
Ice.
crystals anymore. Like
Oh, right.
it initially
What does it
used
use
air.
now?
So it's envelopes, scales, and coal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Appropriate
So,
though, yeah. I guess I would definitely prefer coal over crystal. Because they're so limited.
Novel Norm says technically this is Year of the Wood Dragon.
Ooh, that I didn't know. Interesting. Colorwood is in the game.
Kevo, inappropriate.
Kevo. Don't scare Novel Norm away. I love that.
Bring it. Oh man.
Get a room, guys.
Yeah. It reminds me of that movie. Was it What movie was that? Was it Bring It On? No, what was that movie? It was a cheerleading movie. That was called Bring It On, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And one of the girls goes, "Bring it," and the other girl goes, "Oh, it's already been broughten." You remember that
Hell
quote?
yeah, that's yes. Kirsten Dunst says that.
Yeah.
And Gabrielle Union, if I'm not mistaken. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to watch that movie again. Good times. Good times.
Anyway, okay. So this is how it works.
Wait. Crashman has a dad joke for us. How do you tell if the dragon is made of wood? Build a bridge out of it.
Okay. Oh.
Kevo said green dragon scales. Oh,
Kevo says, Korkio, my mom is making new toques. She showed me a prototype tonight. I sent you an image on Discord. I'll let you know when I have more colors. Oh, nice.
Aww. Thanks, Kevo.
Cute.
Thanks, Mama Strings.
I love it. That's really cute.
Hoth, I love how you say "bring it on" again. You can skip. I love it. Thanks, buddy.
So if I get options, I'm a big green and gray person. Green and gray are my colors, but I'm not going to be picky. I'd be happy to have whatever. But if I have options.
I love it.
Okay, so for Chinese New Year.
Also,
yeah.
A good time while we still got 26 people in the chat to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already.
Oh,
okay.
You're gonna scare them away.
We're just getting into Chinese New Year details. They can't go just yet.
Right.
Carry on.
Oh, Crashman says the dragon joke is a Monty Python the Holy Grail reference from the witch scene. I don't remember that one. But in my Japanese lessons, I'm learning how to write Japanese, and so when I was learning the character Ni, I remembered it by imagining it looking like a knight and being like, oh, it's the knight that says Ni. Yeah. Anyway, so so Chinese New Year. White vaults will drop common resources and the rabbit blueprint and the baby dragon blueprint. Blue vaults will drop rare resources and the lantern blueprint. And trade shacks will turn into lantern shacks, which will drop epic resources and the epic QB blueprint. They will have a 24-hour respawn at noon UTC, which is basically morning reset, right? They always drop epic Chinese New Year resources. They have a low chance for a bonus box that drops blueprints and resources from past Chinese New Year events, and super low chance to drop the new epic QB blueprint. So, someone asked. Wait, let me see if I'm remembering this correctly. Someone asked if the level of QB you have staffing the trade check matters. I asked if the QB you staff it with matters. My question didn't get answered, but someone asked about specifically the level of the QB you staff it with, if that matters, and he said yes. So you're going to want to staff your lantern shacks with your highest level QBs possible. I don't think it matters what QB it is, as long as it's the highest level QB, so that you increase your chance of getting the good drops.
I only have one trade shock. I need to go build another one.
Dude, okay. I've got two. Why are you slacking? You play more than me.
I don't think I do. Well,
no?
Maybe because I'd work. I have to physically drive to and from work. So.
Dude, I haven't even
and I'm obviously not driving. I'm the passenger, but
I haven't even been opening the game when I go places anymore, unless I have an adventure road thing I have to finish, which often I don't. let's.
I forget about that often though. Even like
So
just life is in front of you.
I'm curious, what tier are you on for Adventure Road?
Oh, I think 17. I'm almost positive I'm at 17. What?
You should have two trade shacks. I'm on tier 10 for Adventure Road. So
That's
you
the stuff that's
definitely
like
play more
easy to
than
pay
me.
attention.
Yeah.
Do you not even check Adventure Road some days? Because it
No, I
feels like,
do, but I don't do the ones that require leaving the house unless I'm already out of the house.
oh, okay, got it. All right.
So,
I was
yeah.
like, I just got the second amount of QB coin or crystal keys converted or whatever through QB coins. But so I was like, didn't unlock it until like halfway through the month.
Oh, really? Shit.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
probably could have had way more, but
I had already bought the adventure pass like right as soon as reset hit on the new year. Um and then I like wouldn't have, I don't think, if after the K-Hag thing happened, but I already bought it. I can't unbuy it. So,
no, I mean, I'm at this point, I'm like, I guess it makes sense to buy all three for if Epic Blueprints are dropping from them, then it makes sense. It just feels like every time that mine resets, I get green or blue paint, and I'm like, that didn't feel good.
so I've already gotten
And now I can't hit it for another 3 days. So cool.
I got 1,000 jingle bells out of mine at one point, and then what did I get the last time? I don't even remember. I had something awesome staffing it too, and I got, shoot, I can't remember. I got resources other than paint twice out of
You
mine.
got wait, what did you have it staffed with again? I thought you got
I
like
don't
bones or
remember.
something, but I could be thinking of Trugoy, or maybe it
Yeah,
was
that wasn't me.
coal or
I got it.
yarn.
I got jingle bells and then something else at some
Oh,
point.
Jingle Balls was good. Yeah.
Yeah, and so anthurium. I got
Oh,
anthurium
nice.
out of my Tiki Chief
Okay.
one. And you see
I was
how
wondering if
infrequently I hit any vaults, right? I think so. My Tiki Chief one is staffed at Aldi's, and I
nice.
hit that trade shack last week for the first time in probably a month, and I got anthurium. So I was like, "This is pretty great."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you can't beat that.
Yeah.
I think it's worth it there. Like as long as you can get something good in there. So I'm currently leveling up Ghost George, so that maybe I can get bones and ooze.
Is that what the recipe is?
Oh God, is it
Double
not
check,
anymore?
because I also had Ghost George on, and then I asked Marvin's house to look up the recipe, and I was like, "Oh, why the hell am I? Why am I leveling
Yeah,
this up?"
bones, ooze, and rags. Not ooze. Bones, ecto, and rags.
Oh, because of the ecto. Okay,
Yeah.
I have a lot of ecto. I bought a lot of ecto.
Oh, yeah. So
um, but okay,
I'm
all right, sick,
now. I started leveling him up the beginning of the month. He's at level 3.
nice.
I mean, that's how little I've been playing. He's only at level 3.
Just wait until you get to level 9. It lasts forever. Like I've been on level 9 for 2 weeks. What's happening?
Yeah, I've the highest level QB I have, I think, is level 6, 7. I have a B at level 7. That does me no good because the Bs are just paint, right?
Yeah, don't. Yeah. Also, wait, Marvin's house. We need to go change your trade check thing because the leprechauns also give you a chance of other paint, not just chromatic. So the last, like my RNG of trade shacks has been like green paint and blue paint, or like a blue paint bonus. I'm like, dude, what? This
Yeah.
sucks.
My
So
I so that's
you feel like it's like wasted, like my wasted RNG. Now I'm gonna have to wait for the
yeah,
next drop.
my
So
leprechaun is staffing mine right now. I think he's at a level 7, and I've not gotten chromatic paint out of him yet at all.
okay.
So
Yeah, I think that might not be the what is it only what the chromatic cubies that solely take chromatic paint? I don't know what those
Oh,
blueprints.
then
I've
I'm
never seen one.
no, I no
So
the
maybe one of
leprechaun
those.
gets it. Like people have said that they've gotten it to drop with the
No, I
leprechaun.
know, but would it be smarter to just staff something that's like just solely takes chromatic paint
Oh
to
yeah, if
print?
you've
That
got
way,
one,
well, yeah, I know.
yeah,
But now that it's dropping from blue user vaults, take them all out of the trade checks. You don't need these like risky chance drops. Take them all. Take all of your
yeah,
leprechauns out. Take all your chromatic cubies out because you don't need the big chromatic drops anymore. Because you've got
right,
blue user vaults. You've got green user vaults, I guess. But if you want to pay 10 times more,
yeah.
um, but yeah, do
So
it for other stuff that you can sell in the auction house, and then like go buy a chromatic cubie or whatever.
right.
I'm trying to get more
Um,
savvy with the currency here.
IDFK says from Illusion Weaver 5 minutes ago, we goofed up with the bunny. We might release a second skin for it at some point. It doesn't fit the theme for this event. Yeah,
Correct.
exactly what I
Thank you
said.
for acknowledging it.
Yes, thank you.
Is full of dumplings in here?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Dubs.
Hey,
Hi.
hey,
I've
full
missed
of
you this week.
dumplings.
Missed ya. Your presence has been missed in the Discord. Glad you're taking some time.
Okay, so oh, Rail says no such thing exists. Full of dumplings says the chromatic cubies are the same recipe as the leprechaun, so it's no different.
Oh. See, I wouldn't. I feel like I wouldn't risk it with the paint stuff. With anything else. I mean, I didn't. I personally didn't want to put a leprechaun in because I'm like, okay, if Marvin's house has a bunch of green user vaults. I have a different, like, privileged view of it, but I'd still want to get stuff that's like event resources that are rare. What?
Crashman.
Dumps like a
Like a truck.
like a truck.
Guys, like what?
Dumps like a truck. Okay. Hey.
That's gonna be stuck in my head all night now.
Hey.
All night long. All night long.
All night long.
No. Within the same song.
Oh, sorry.
I'm saying it's gonna be stuck in my head all night long. Let me see that thong. Sorry. Crashman, don't do that to me, please. Okay, so I'll be removing my chromatic or my my leprechaun cubie from there because he doesn't need to be there anymore. Actually, I will remove him in order to level him up as far as I can until Chinese New Year. Then I'm gonna put him back in because he is one of my highest level cubies, and I want a high level cubie in there. And I don't care what kind of cubie he is. I just want a high level one. So
yeah.
Okay. So the new thing in the Chinese New Year question, we talked about it, is the spin the wheel block. It looks like I see chances for 2,000 yellow paint, 2,000 green paint, 2,000 blue paint, 2,000 chromatic paint, 2,000 white paint, 500 envelopes, and 500 looks like white squares because I'm guessing they don't have the image. I don't know exactly what it is.
Surprise resource. Maybe it's one of the resources that are. Because Amphi asked how many new resources they were going to be, and they said 3, right?
Yeah, so it's probably something like
maybe
that.
it's the surprise resource, and they're not revealing it.
Yeah.
Hopefully, that'd be awesome.
Right.
Give somebody a nice little boost to print.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
And then Hunter's Lodge 15 is going to be Sunday, February 25th, normal time, normal place. And then at the end of this Hunter's Lodge, we did a Cubie battle, which was kind of cool. So you had to wear one of 4 cubies. They did Tom Servo, Freckled Zelda, Ooze, and Mrs. Claus. They did a snapshot right at the end of Q&A. Then they spun the wheel live, and you get, so everyone got 100 chromatic paint, right? But if your QB got picked, you got 500. So does that mean if your QB got picked, you got 600 because you get the basic and the extra or just the 500?
Probably. I'd imagine it's like you get the participation one and then you get the winner one, right?
Maybe.
Hopefully.
So
Which QB did you pick?
which one do you think I was the only one I actually had printed?
Uh, hmm. Ooze?
Actually, that's a lie. I had two of them printed, but yeah.
Ooze?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, because I knew that.
Wait,
Did
did you?
balloons just pop up on my screen?
Yes. Say ooze again.
Ooze. Balloons?
I don't know why I
Ooze.
did that. Ooze.
Ooze?
Oops.
I thought it maybe
Ooze?
was. That was so bizarre. I
Yeah,
thought
and
maybe
it
you thought
happened
I was saying
twice.
like balloons? Okay.
Say happy
All right.
birthday.
I didn't say that the first time.
I know you didn't.
Actually, I said that all the last stream that we did and balloons never popped up.
Right.
So,
Party?
I, what did I say? Okay, so yeah, I guess that you had put ooze in. I thought I was gonna go equip ooze, and I went to check my inventory, and I didn't have it because I have it stacked at my trade shack because I need ooze.
Oh.
So I had to
Bummer.
equip. I think, yeah, I
Mrs.
think I
Claus.
equipped. No, the servo one because if I had to pick between the three of those, I'm gonna pick my
Oh,
favorite. You know.
I hadn't printed that one yet. I mean, I can print it, but I didn't print it yet.
Oh yeah, I
I
printed
haven't.
that guy.
I've stopped
That was
printing
fun.
things again. Just at this point, it's not even because I want
Out
to
of
save
habit.
them. No, it's just because I
It's just
never at a print shop for longer than driving by it. So,
what
Chinner
is
says
this?
balloons are showing up because of some motion that the iPhone is recognizing.
I keep playing with my braids. Is that what it is? Like, did I?
Wait, if you play with your braids like this and go like this, will a cow show up like you're milking a cow?
We can try.
Wait,
No,
go like this, or like
I don't know. I'm like
party.
trying to like activate this balloon. Let's activate the hearts.
Oh yeah, we could make hearts. You made hearts. I can't make hearts apparently because
All the hearts.
I don't have an
Come on.
iPhone, so they don't give me extra unnecessary baggage like hearts and balloons.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. They're fun.
IDFK says, imagine new hunters checking out the stream for the first time and they just see Loth saying, oos, oos, oos. It's better than them showing up when we're talking about putting babies in the oven or like.
Oh my god.
What was one of the other things? We were talking about Kugel for the longest time.
I don't need to bring him back up.
Yeah.
You can
So
go search
anyway.
through our many hours of episodes for all this stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry to any new players that are watching.
So I haven't gotten it yet, but I had ooze, so I should get 500 chromatic paint, and I need that shit.
Ooze.
Ooze.
Now I'm just gonna want to say it 3 times every time.
Goozy, oozy, ooze. We still have goose in here, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. He says you guys are tripping me out with all the ooze.
Goose, are you on mushrooms?
Goose. He says, baby, it's what's for dinner.
Again.
Baby, the other white meat. The other white meat. Or wait. If it's,
you guys!
If you get it at Arby's, is it Arby's? We have the baby.
I can't. I have too many babies in my life for these jokes right now, okay?
Oh, I've got no babies in my life. The closest I am to any children is K-Hag's kids, and they are on the other side of the country. So I know no one with kids other than K-Hag. Literally. These are the only people I know that have kids. I like it.
Your Zoom, we covered this previously. I know. I'm happy about the hearts. I don't mind it. The balloons are brand new.
My
Brand
Zoom
new. But I
is
also
fully
never opened this app
updated.
except for this.
I don't have. I'm
Well,
not
so is
on.
mine. These are all
Right,
so
but
it's
I'm
all
not
fun.
on. I'm not on the phone. I'm thinking it's a phone thing. I can't open my drink. What the fuck? How? Why does it hurt me? Okay, I got it. I got it. Crashman, you can keep your money. I want your baby.
All right, no more baby threats again.
Yeah.
This isn't the internet.
All right. So I won the QB battle. You got the participation trophy. Crash man.
Crash it! Stop it!
Oh
You're
man.
funny. Novel Norm, thanks for joining us. Novel Norm, is in Arizona, I think. I'm almost positive. Oh, we should have asked him how Sun Devils was doing. I wonder if he ever pops in there. That's how I know him so well.
Oh.
Because we went and filled some cranes in Arizona, and I remember, like, because we went, I made sure to go into each of the Discords and stuff and be like, yo, we're coming by to drop some bucks. And he was in there, and Sun Devils, I don't know if you ever remember Sun Devils, he was like the first one. I don't know if he was the first print. I think he was on the Masters Sushi Chef. Printed it, equipped it, quit the game, never came back.
Really?
Like, big baller move.
Wow.
He's still probably wearing it to this day, except he didn't make it over to Cubieverse, I don't think so.
Oh man.
Sun Devils, if you ever get back into the game and you find this episode, think about you every now and then. Think about how you're doing.
Right. So Pibble says you know Pounds. Okay, well, kind of. I know Pounds as Pounds. I don't know Pounds' real name. And also, is Pounds a baby? I thought Pounds was at least toddler status by now. Like, doesn't Pounds talk to you? Like, doesn't Pounds talk to you? And ask about mystery boxes back in the day? Like,
Pounds wished me a happy birthday. So, yeah, we can talk.
Yeah, so to me, it's no longer a baby if it can communicate with you verbally. That's a toddler.
So he's totally safe. We're not putting him in the oven.
Right. Babies
actually, I am personally not putting any babies in the oven.
Right. Babies to me are the kind that you are required to be carried and that, like, can't talk. Those are babies. So.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah. Anyway.
Is Pounds in the room with us right now?
Baby corn. Oh, yes. I love baby corns. Love baby corns.
Happy to put those in the oven.
Yeah. I'd rather put them
baby
in
corn.
a wok, though. With some other stir-fry things. Yeah. Anyway. Korkio's Kid Kitchen. This is not the KKK, alright? We don't wear white in this house. The closest we get is light gray.
I'm gonna need to refill my beverage again if this conversation continues, you guys. Oh boy.
Guys, I'm like this close to vegan, so I definitely don't eat meat no matter what color it is, unless it swims in water. Like, I eat ocean meat, not land meat, so don't worry. Speaking of, have you seen that new show on Netflix, the You Are What You Eat, like the twins challenge thing?
Not yet, but I've heard about it. That one does a vegan diet and then the other does, like, is it fast food or processed food or something?
No. It's one does a vegan diet and one does a very healthy omnivore diet. So they're both healthy diets, but one includes meat and cheese and such, and one does not. And they do so many different, like, studies. Like, they even do, like, a sexual arousal test at the beginning and end. Like, there's so many different tests. And
Well,
there's
I'm
so
glad that they
many.
picked twins for this because there's so many variables that go into genetics that can
Right.
affect
Well, and that's
somebody, like one
specifically,
thing that can be inflated. And so
yeah,
that's
that's
great.
specifically why they did it. They had 21
Yeah.
sets of identical twins, and they had
Okay.
similar gym routines, and they did all these different tests, and it was quite interesting. Um, but anyway, of course, because I'm on the board of a vegan animal sanctuary, I had to watch it. But it
Yeah.
was really good. Um,
Nice.
Rubik
I
says
have to give it a
pigs
watch.
can swim. I don't eat pigs. Also, our vegan animal rescue just rescued a baby water buffalo. We have a new baby water buffalo. His name is Theo, and he is the cutest thing.
Mm.
And his moo does not sound like a moo. It sounds like a honk. It's like
Oh my God, that's so
so
cute.
adorable. So adorable.
Oh,
If you
could
guys are
you?
curious what a baby water buffalo looks like and what he sounds like, look up
Oh, come on.
Oliver and Friends Farm Sanctuary on Facebook or Instagram. You can see all the videos of Theo the baby water buffalo, who was rescued from a dairy plant, like a dairy factory in California, where he was going to be killed because he was a boy and could not produce milk. So that whole thing about happy cows come from California is a lie, because this cow would have died, so he came to Oklahoma instead. Anyway.
So you're not even gonna try to replicate this honk
No.
for us?
I mean, I can play it. You want me to play it?
No. I more so wanted you to give it a go.
No, that's not happening. That's not happening.
I know, now we're all like, all of us are in the chat like, we would all love to go vegan, but cheese.
But cheese.
Sorry.
Well, there's the
but cheese.
there's the
It's so hard.
The Miyoko's lady, the CEO of
Yeah.
Miyoko's Cheese. She's on there on that show, and she's like, yes, so many people say I would go vegan except for cheese, and she's one of those people. But she was also lactose intolerant, so she created vegan cheese to be actually good, and I haven't been able to find it in my area, unfortunately. So I'm kind of bummed about that. Crashman, what are you singing?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Also, our rescue also got a brand new pancake puppy. Pancake puppies are puppies that don't have use of their limbs, so when they lay, they're just splooted out, right? So our first pancake puppy was named Sploot, and this pancake puppy, her name is Splatty Patty, and she's really fucking cute. They've both been
I love that.
bully breeds. I think they're, I want to say Splatty Patty is a bulldog mix. Yeah. Where is Theo? He's so cute. Freaking water buffaloes, man. Oh, there's so many pictures and videos. Where's the water buffalo? Also, we somehow get all these animals that need like first ever surgeries, like these animals that need these surgeries that have literally never been done before. So we also have a baby pig named Shermie who is getting this bladder surgery that has literally never been done in a pig before.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yes, swimmer syndrome. Harris, so all these puppies, she gets them when they're babies, and she actually has been able to, she got sploot walking. They used wheelchair. They did a lot of water therapy. They actually go to water therapy with these dogs.
Yeah.
But yeah, they call them
awesome.
pancake puppies.
Yeah, Marvin used to be a little pancake.
Really?
He wasn't a puppy, but well, not like in a disability
Medical
context,
way.
but yeah, when just dogs have a tendency to like sploot when they stop. He was one of those.
Yeah. Okay, I think I have the honk
dude,
here.
we gotta keep walking.
This might be the honk. Let's see.
Where'd they go?
Can you hear that?
That sounded like somebody's. What the?
That's Theo. That's his honk.
Oh my god.
He's so fucking
Stop
cute,
it.
though.
That's so adorable.
Can you see my screen? No, you can't really see my screen.
Weird.
It's the cutest thing. He's looking for all the other cows, and his new rescue daddy, Jason. He's the Jenny and Jason are the couple that run the rescue. Anyway,
Nice.
he's asking Theo. He's like, "Where'd they go? Like, where'd the other cows go?" And he's just like, "Where'd
they go?
And so, because he's a water
broken
buffalo,
Furby.
right?
It's like broken.
So, apparently
That's
water
hilarious.
buffaloes need to have water to swim in. Like, they spend, like, their summers, like, underwater. They can actually swim underwater, completely submerged, just leaving a trail of bubbles behind them. Like, so, they've been working on cleaning out the pond so that he's got a good pond to swim in.
Maybe it's just his congestion because there's some water left in there.
Well, he hasn't been in the
What
the
the hell
water
was
in a while.
that?
That was him again. Listen.
Huh?
He's so cute. He's the most adorable thing. Look, oh my god, can you see this picture of him? Wait,
Oh.
How do I make it happen?
Come back.
Eh,
Oh, no. Post it to the
Okay.
Twitter.
I have to put it like on my face. Do you see him sitting in a
Say.
kiddie pool with those big ears?
So cute.
Is he not the most precious thing ever? Okay, so cows, if you don't know, are they're my favorite animals. I freaking love cows. Yeah,
Pretty cool.
and possums are like my second favorite animal, and then come dogs. Dogs are the only ones I can live with, though. I have to visit the other ones. Yeah. Anyway.
Speaking of dogs, I hope we hear about dog cuties in the next Hunter's Lodge.
Yeah, we still haven't
That
gotten
would
dog
be
cuties.
great. Yeah, what is up with that? There is massive dog discrimination, and I need to put a stop to it right now.
Yeah. Crashman, why are you watching videos of people pulling bigger boogers out of cows' noses? That
And
is a weird
what makes
video.
you think that that is the appropriate descriptor? Amazing. The appropriate descriptor for that. Boogers were a foot long. That's disgusting.
Oh my. Alright.
On that note,
Mm.
no, I'm just kidding. This isn't your fault, Crashman.
Oh,
But
it's my fault. It's fully my fault.
oh, Rail's like, I'm just happy to be here. Unless anybody else has some speculations or wants to chat about anything that you either loved or hated in the Discord or the Hunter's Lodge is what I really mean. Please, there's plenty of things to hate in the Discord, so feel free to bring it up now. If not, we will
Forever hold your pieces.
Yeah, the Reese's Pieces.
Mm.
What are we thinking? Are we probably not streaming next week, but maybe, I don't know, maybe we will stream next week after all of these fun new things are implemented. What do you think? Or maybe we'll wait. Maybe
Hold on.
in 2 weeks. We're trying to get on like an every 2 weeks.
Yeah, let me pull up the calendar. So next weekend is the 28th. And then the weekend after that is the 4th, and that's the weekend before the Chinese New Year event starts. And so the Sunday that is during the Chinese New Year is the 11th. We probably don't want to stream then because we're going to be out doing shit. So I say we stream on the 4th, not the 28th. So we skip the 28th. We stream on the 4th. We skip the 11th. And then we stream on the 18th to catch up how our Chinese New Year event went. But then we'll have to stream again the week after because the Hunter's Lodge is on the 25th. So we will have to stream 2 weeks in a row, possibly, but that will be the end of next month.
Have to.
We don't have to do anything.
Cool.
And we might want to catch up on how Chinese New Year event went, though. Unless we want to stream during the Chinese New Year event. Which...
hard for me because my work is a little...
Yeah, if we have free time, I'd rather be out hunting that, though I don't have a cart. Anyone want to come pick me up to go stream, or to go do the Chinese New Year
Joey Bananas.
event?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think he
Korkio
even really
stream.
plays anymore either. Or at least not much.
Yeah. Well, we'll play by ear, but maybe 2 weeks from now, maybe 3 weeks from now. Cool.
Oh,
That'll work.
definitely not next week, though.
Yeah, I mean, 2 weeks from now or 3 weeks.
That sounds good to me. I just realized my laptop feels weird.
Oh, the 11th is the Super Bowl. So definitely not streaming Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's why I said the 4th and then the 18th.
Yeah, you're right. Cool.
The Super Bowl. Do we even know who's playing the Super Bowl yet?
Not yet.
Do we care?
Sort of. Go sports.
I used to.
I'm a basketball hockey person, so I can appreciate a good football game if it's two good teams. Right? Aren't you a Patriots fan or something?
I was back when I cared about football, but like I was a Bill Belichick, Tom Brady fan.
Oh, yeah.
So it's hard to continue to remain a fan when you're not in your place. Like, it's hard to not be a Patriots fan living in New England. But I'm not in New England, and so there's not a bunch of Patriots fans around me. And
really? That's surprising. I feel like they're everywhere. There's an obnoxious amount of Patriot fans in LA, and it's like, okay.
Well,
I get it.
That kind of makes sense. I mean, yeah, you have people that go to LA from all over the country. The only people that come to Oklahoma are from California or Colorado or Texas, really, for the most part. So we have a lot. We actually we have a lot of New York. Like, we have some Giants fans, some Jets fans. There's a lot of Cowboys fans. There's a lot of Kansas City fans. There's even some Vikings fans, but I haven't seen any other Patriots fans, like, just in general.
That makes sense. I'm cracking up. Crashman said, "Go ride your water buffalo." No USB charger in the water buffalo, though.
He's not rideable. He's a baby.
He's just a baby. He's hanging out in the kiddie pool. What are you talking about?
He's just a baby. Yeah. Harris says there's no teams in Nebraska. Yeah, we don't have a pro football team either. I mean, the closest we have is we're like in between Dallas is closer to us than Kansas City, but who the fuck wants to root for Dallas? I mean, being a Patriots fan, I could never root for Dallas. It's just like it's like against the rules to root for Dallas. Boomer Sooner says Lolo Keto. Yeah, I'm not a college football person. I could never get into college football. So people here love their college football.
The Yankees of football.
Don't even.
I love it. I just love how intense people get about football. It's like the most, like, people get so intense about football. It cracks me up.
Here in Oklahoma City, we get intense about basketball because we just voted to approve a new arena for the Oklahoma City Thunder. So
And
we're
it better be
really
called
excited.
the motherfucking Thunderdome.
Right? That would be
Like,
the
hello.
best. Yeah. But yeah, so we're really excited about our Thunder. That vote was like, oh my god, it was a landslide victory. So, yes, being a football fan, you should never root for the Cowboys. Exactly. um, I was a Viking fan at one point because I was a Randy Moss fan. I'm a players fan. That's my problem. I'm a fan of players, not teams, because teams are just made up of players. So I was a fan of the Patriots that I watched, which none of them play anymore. So I loved me some Tom Brady. I loved Randy Moss back in the day. I do I say that? No, I don't say that. I'm thinking of different players, but I was mildly a Wes Welker fan, but that kind of. And then Gronk, huge Gronk fan. He's just a crazy dude. I love Gronk.
I love him. He's
Yeah.
wonderful.
And my pit bull is named after a New England Patriot, Teddy Bruschi. And so like those players I loved, but they don't play and they don't play together anymore. I was also a Thunder fan when I knew the people on the Thunder. I was also a Celtics fan when I knew those players. But like those players aren't on those teams anymore. And now I'm not, I can't, it's hard to do that. I have no clue who plays for any teams at all. Bill Belichick just retired. I don't even know who's going to be coaching the freaking Patriots anymore. Never mind playing for them. So.
Isn't he looking for one more? He's trying to break a record. Did he retire?
Should. Yeah, he retired last month.
No. Just because he left the Patriots doesn't mean he retired.
I thought he retired.
Wait, somebody trying to chime in here. I don't think he retired.
I'm pretty sure he retired.
Because I thought the same thing.
Did Bill Belichick retire?
On January the 11th, 2024, New England Patriots coach Bill Belichick and team owner Robert Kraft announced Belichick's split from the Patriots. In the press conference, Kraft said, "This is a move that we mutually agreed that is needed at this time."
Oh, Jared Mayo would be the new head coach. Okay, maybe he didn't completely retire? Is he going to the Falcons?
He just left the team.
Why the fuck would he do that?
Bro, I don't know.
That doesn't even make sense. Alexa, dismiss. I don't
I'm done with you.
I don't understand. Oh my god, she's so bad. Like, oh my god. I tried to get her to play a podcast the other night, and she started playing a song by Chevelle. Like, I'm like, no. Oh, speaking of podcasts, for my Trekkies in the audience, if you haven't listened to it yet, check out the Delta Flyers podcast. It is Garrett Wong and Robert Duncan McNeil, who played Tom Paris and Ensign Harry Kim from Voyager, recapping every single episode of Voyager, and it's really good. Really good. So, I've been trying to catch up because I've already watched most of Voyager, but every night we try to watch 1 or 2 episodes of Voyager, and I watch those I listen to those podcasts, and oh, it's so good. Anyway, Mama just left. She's like, oh, she's talking about Star Trek. We don't need to.
I was like, she's got Rubik's.
Is Rubik's here? I tagged him. Oh yeah, he is here. I tagged him about it before. I was like, dude, you gotta check this out. And he's like, my podcast list is very full right now.
Yeah, I feel that.
And I found out that they're not even currently doing that specifically anymore. Now that they're done going through all of Voyager, they have moved on to Deep Space Nine, and now Armin Shimmerman and Terry Farrell have joined the crew, and they alternate weeks. So I have no interest in listening to the DS9 ones. I'm just there for the Voyager ones. I hope they do TNG next. That would be awesome. Anyway, so I literally all day today, while I was doing other things, I was listening to Trekkies. Literally all day.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm on a heavy rotation of dog training podcasts.
Really?
Yeah, and just like understanding dog behavior. I'm like deep diving, so I can understand. Like you get something on your plate and you're like, okay, I'm gonna deep dive into all of this.
I'm a deep diver 100%.
Yes,
100%.
I am going like, yeah, pretty strong on this one. So,
Yeah.
but
Also, really funny, the episode I watched last night, The Rock was on it. And
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
he was super young. It was his third ever acting job.
Oh wow, cool.
Yeah.
I
So
never
like
knew he was on Star Trek.
yeah,
That's
he
a
was
good
on
fit.
one episode of that 70s show. One episode
I don't even remember that.
yeah, one episode of something else, and then after that it was one episode of Star Trek. So, and
He should make
played
a comeback.
Yeah, he played a wrestler too. It was kind of interesting.
That's
Yes,
even more fitting. Very on brand.
We went
Yes,
from
we
Bill
have gone
Belichick to
from
Star Trek.
yeah, fully back on our Ladies of the Hunt topics. So
Yes. Yeah.
no. Well, we had to get a little bit off topic in here. We
We're
always
always
do.
off topic. Yeah. Yeah. We haven't talked about salmon yet, or
Oh, let's not talk about food though, because I am starving.
mm,
So we want to
yeah.
break for a little dinner.
What? Wait, full of dumplings. Wait, what? Okay, I need to know.
Oh boy.
I need to know which
you guys
episode.
are gonna need to start a Star Trek channel in one of these Discords, because I love this, but I can't contribute.
I did see the Iggy Pop episode. That was awesome. I didn't know Tom Morello was in. Oh my god, that's so good. Anyway, sorry. You guys, private message me this shit. I want to know.
Wait, there's a Dumps, are you still doing the movie? You guys are doing like a movie club, right? In Toasty's channel. You guys still sticking strong to that? Maybe we can like broaden the horizons of getting some TV shows in there.
Crashmen, rock in space. They're called asteroids. That's great.
I never know if what he says is a reference to something.
No, he's
just
making
laugh.
just a joke.
This is a trivia question.
Asteroids.
On slight hiatus. Okay, fair enough.
If they enter the Earth's atmosphere, they're called meteorites. Oh shit, my chat froze, but I can see the one in the thing. Okay. Tom Morello is in Star Trek Insurrection, I think is right. The movie. Really? I did watch that recently. I was very high. I've been told I have to watch it again because I was very high. I don't remember any. My boyfriend was like, "Hey, we watched that like last month," and I was like, "No, we didn't. I don't remember any of that." He's like, "Yeah, you were saying how excited you were that I put it on and that this was perfect timing because you were high and you could really enjoy it." I was like, "Oh shit. Yeah, I don't remember that at all."
I enjoyed it so much. I didn't remember a goddamn thing. I just blacked out.
Exactly. Okay. I'm trying to my thing. He was in Voyager too? Tom Morello? Okay, sorry.
You're like Star Trek's biggest fan. You didn't know this?
No. Because I haven't finished the podcast. The podcast, they talk about all the background actors and they get all excited about them. But
Got it.
unless I'm not really good with recognizing musicians by face because I listen to them. I don't watch them. I just listen.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, totally.
If I saw, I couldn't tell you what Tom Morello looks like. I couldn't pick him out of a crowd.
Nope.
And so, okay, good. Yeah, DM me the episode info. That's great. But yeah, so anyway, Oh, and we just saw an episode with Jason Alexander. I recognize him because I can't freaking stand him. He grosses me out every time. I don't know why. He's just gross to me.
Couldn't pick him out of the lineup too.
Jason Alexander from Seinfeld. He's like.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway. Yeah. So. I'm gonna make it on the Star Trek cruise eventually. It's gonna happen. It's not happening this year, but it'll happen.
It's gonna happen as soon as like Cornhusker Fest or Cubieverse Fest happens.
Right, and then they're gonna schedule the same fucking
horrible
weekend, and then yeah. So. Yeah.
So just make those plans so Cubieverse Fest can happen.
Are you really that excited about it though? Like, are you waiting for Cubieverse Fest to happen?
I mean, the last one was pretty fucking awesome. So
yeah,
there was
but like only half the people you saw at that one are even allowed to come to this one.
Fair point. K-Hack didn't even come to the last one, which I'm bummed about, and you weren't there either. So this would be the opportunity,
right?
But. Yeah.
Well, we've talked about actually going to Vegas the beginning of either next year or the year after, because we really want to go to CES, where they do all the new technology stuff. There was some really cool stuff at CES this year, and so we were kind of like, including like my favorite. I'm glad I didn't buy myself a new laptop, because my favorite laptop company came out with this awesome new laptop, and I just have to wait for it to like actually go on sale so I can buy it.
It's like 1 or 2 more years.
No, it'll be this year. It's just gonna be it's a couple months out. I'm just hoping that it actually has a dedicated graphics card, because I'm not sure if it will, because they don't say in the specs, and then if it doesn't, I can't buy it. I need, for this, like, my whole point is to get one laptop that does the streaming and my actual business work, because I currently have to work through 2 different laptops. Like, when we stream and stuff, I have to use this old shitty gaming laptop. It's not shitty, it's wonderful. It's just huge, clunky, and old, but my laptop won't run all the stuff we need to stream, but this laptop will. So that's my problem. And I want to, this laptop I can't really use for work stuff because it's so old and clunky and big. So, anyway.
Yeah. Soon.
Oh shit. Full of Dumplings said she's going to CES. Do not go to AEE. What is AEE? Why is Crashman saying naughty, naughty? I'm lost. Also, my chat is frozen. I only get the video one. Anyway, so I think, oh shit, it's already been 2 hours. Oh, the time on my computer is totally wrong. Nice. It's been 2 hours. Oh, the Adult Entertainment Expo? I would totally go to that. Why do not go to it? I mean, that sounds entertaining. I don't want to be part of it, but I would go to it.
I sense a weird fusion between AEE and CES.
Yeah, it's called vibrators.
Yeah, I'd take it even a step further. I feel like something's already been done before, but... Great inventions, though. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and keep that up.
Anyway, so I think unless someone specifically wants to talk about shit, I think... Oh,
if you're approved, do not go.
I'm not approved, so we're fine. Yeah, we're good.
Korkio's like, huh?
What?
I'm looking up AEE right now.
I mean, I'm not. I'm opening water. So. flavored like strawberry daiquiri. Totally non-alcoholic because it's water. But yeah.
Okay, y'all. Well, we will be back in either 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But subscribe to the channel, hit the bell if you want to get notifications when we go live.
Not in 3 weeks
You
because
could
that's
also,
the Super Bowl.
right, 2 weeks or 4 weeks.
2 weeks.
4K no Los Dos.
Probably both. Or maybe both.
But we'll keep you posted. Follow us on X/Twitter if you don't already. We also tend to post a little tweet out when we plan on going live, and you'll get a little couple hours notice update.
Yeah,
or you can just DM me like most people do, and I'm pretty quick on responding there too, and I can give you a heads up.
If you subscribe, it'll just like say, "Hey, we're live now," and you don't even have to like, you know.
Yeah, but some people like planning their lives, you know. They plan to go to the grocery store.
They plan their lives around us. That's flattering.
Well, respectfully, if I like wanted to watch something that was live, I'd be like, "Yo, I plan on going to the grocery store at 6, so I'll go at 5 instead, so I can catch it and not miss anything."
Just take us to the grocery store.
Yeah, slap a referral sticker up. Fuck it. But I break for user vaults on the fridge.
Well, all right, y'all. Yeah, I'm tired. You're hungry. Yeah, I think I even have crusties in my eyes. I'm so tired.
Well, thank you for taking notes today for the Hunter's Lodge.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate that.
I used to actually take notes. Now I just take pictures of all the slides up with my phone.
That's easier.
It is.
It jogs the memory. And then you can just pay attention.
Right.
All right, y'all. Well, it was great to see you all in here. I'm glad. I do have to say, I'm really glad that the stream is in higher spirits than our last one was, and whatever, Manel, if you want to call me a flip-flopper. I think we can all admit that Hunter's Lodge, they definitely came prepared with good news, which, you know, we got to give credit where credit's due. So it was nice and refreshing, and I feel like they've been listening to the players, and things are going into effect like immediately, same day or within the week. And if they couldn't, you're getting refunds for your CETs and all that stuff. So I really hope somebody or everybody took away at least one positive piece of information in this, and
it doesn't
hang on to that hope a little longer.
It doesn't make better what they have done in the past and what they did to our friends. It's just, we can say this is good without saying that was bad, this is good. Both things can be true. So that's how we feel. So yes. I was happy about Hunter's Lodge today. It wasn't horrible. It was kind of mildly exciting, though I don't know how much I'm going to participate. I'm going to try. We'll see how that goes. That's yeah. I'm really sad that, you know, K-Hag's not part of the game anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that goes too. So anyway, food time. I'm gonna go eat a brownie.
Yeah. What's our sign up? Don't we normally have like a sign up? Happy hunting.
A sign up for food time.
I was like, what's our sign off? We haven't been streaming that much lately. What's our sign off?
Oh, yeah.
So we got Crashman saying agreed. Good news from the Hunter's Lodge today. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Yeah. So everyone stay warm. Stoke your fires if you got them. Smoke your fires if you don't have a fireplace. Wear your gloves. Wear your scarves. Wear your hats. Wear your boots.
Yes.
Don't
Stay
freeze.
safe.
Don't freeze for the game.
Yeah, we shouldn't even say happy hunting. We should just say safe hunting, everybody.
Stay warm. I don't want to hear about any frostbite or hypothermia or skidding off the road because you're not paying attention. So just be smart. Turn around, don't drown. All of the above.
Turn around, don't drown. All right. you guys. Thanks for
Love
tuning
you
in.
guys.
See you
Happy
next time.
hunting. Good night.